Hello, denizens. Welcome to Apple Good or Evil. I'm sorry, I had forgotten to add my Apple Good or Evil opening to my last Apple Good or Evil episode, and I got a lot of complaints, so I'm added them here. I'm still testing the autofocus firmware update on my Lumix G9 that I'm shooting on. We'll see if I go in and out of focus today. Autofocus torture test. Autofocus torture test. The big news is about a Wall Street Journal story by way of Mac Rumors, by way of a Twitter feed, and by way of a vagrant yelling at me from the street. Apparently, Apple hatched an idea for launching its own healthcare service back in 2016. Apple has not abandoned the idea, even though it has run into issues, mostly around personality conflicts. The program might still see the light of day. It is supposed to be based around a subscription model with official Apple doctors at clinics offering an extensive healthcare service based on the data collected from your iPhone and Apple Watch, which all makes a ton of sense. I could see a future where your Apple Health subscription, would be tied to your Apple TV Plus account. You would get better care if you subscribed to all of Apple's services. I'm not entirely sure that patients will be better taken care of than regular Apple product customers at their Genius bars. I mean, you could go in to see an Apple doctor about complaints about a lower abdominal pain, and then they'll tell you, well, you're holding your spleen wrong. Once you do sign up, will Apple let other non-Apple doctors fix you? I can see some right to repair issues around that immediately. Will Dr. Louis Rossmann have access to genuine Apple knee replacement parts? I can envision Apple Health adding childbirthing. And for sure, they'll be pushing Apple Care pretty hard. 3 extra years of free care for your kid. I would definitely go for that, if for no other reason than to get through the terrible twos. Unfortunately for all you Apple haters today, I have to apologize to Apple. Yes, I was wrong. When the radical iPhone X came out with its notch and the removal of Touch ID and moving around all those gestures which we had gotten used to for years, and not to mention its astronomical price tag, I proclaimed the iPhone X to be a failure. I know sales were staggeringly negatively impacted by my comment, but Apple, you soldiered on. Well, I got myself an iPhone XR, an old-ass cheap XR. I'm not like those other Ponzi tech tubers who get sent iPhones for free or can buy the latest, most expensive version on their own from the vast coin they drag in from YouTube. I'm a real person with expenses and expensive obsessions like collecting vintage guitar picks. This one was used by Roy Orbison just before he died. Or so I was assured. Yeah, I had to wait for a free iPhone promotion. But let me tell you, it's a great phone. Just the fact that the face recognition works in the dark. I mean, it's not dark when the iPhone screen lights up the room, letting all those sensors in the notch do its thing. The phone just magically unlocks, and your wife wakes up beside you and yells at you to turn the fucking thing off. I congratulate you, Apple. You got this right. Now, the 10 was first launched in November of 2017. It's 2021 as of the recording of this video. You could say I'm 5 years late to this party, but hell, like I said, I had bills to pay. I had kids to get out of jail. And quite honestly, it did take some time for these software updates to work out the kinks. And by the time the contract on my iPhone 2 was up, my cell company was offering a killer deal on the iPhone XR. I don't care about old screens. What is it, Wancho? Oh, OLED screens. Sorry. And even better, when I was at the Apple store, they asked me if I liked the yellow phone. I asked why. And they said that no one was buying the yellow one. And I said, let me see one. I loved it. So I bought the yellow phone. And it came with a charger. And it's been great. Sorry I was mean to you, Apple. You were right. One final thing, it seems that macOS Monterey has gotten Mac users bent all out of shape because of its numbering. Monterey is macOS 12. macOS 10 was officially released March 24th, 2001. Big Sur, which was dubbed macOS 11, came out in 2020. That's 19 years of OS 10. The move to OS 11 was certainly brave. I'm sure Apple execs enlisted Ouija board specialists to ask the spirit of Steve if it was okay. Evidently it was. Big Sur broke the OS 10 barrier. But then Monterey OS 12 came out and Apple users lost their shit. I think their expectation was that it would be 10 years of OS 11 at the very least. Is Apple crazy? Does that mean macOS after Monterey is going to be macOS 13? I mean, that's just nuts! How are we going to deal with that? I will leave it up to you, denizens. Please comment below. Till next time, be seeing you. Guitar pick autofocus.